Hey, there it is. How we going, guys? Ryan here with GaleForceNine. I've got Ari with me.
Hey everybody.
We've battled Auckland traffic this morning, so we're a little bit late, but it is what it is. We're ready to play some World of Tanks miniatures game.
Yes. They need to give us some tanks to drive to work, right?
Yeah, I think we do need to get some
We would
some
have got here
tanks
faster.
on work picks. We'd have got here much faster, but that is what it is. It's going to be a pretty exciting one today. We've got the inaugural first gameplay of Wave 3 tanks over there, which is going to be exciting, and I'm going to take my platoon out. And this is still going to be the first time I've taken this platoon out. I actually haven't managed to get any games in with it yet, which is probably a bad thing, but we'll see how it goes.
Good luck to you.
Good luck to me. We'll look at those platoons to start with. We've got some images there we can whip up. So if you want to go over and smack button 2 there as I pull platoons out. So if you guys haven't seen my my video, go check that out on the YouTube. Oh, yeah, you can do that. But here's a quick look at my platoon. I'll pull them out of my bag here as well. So I've got 2 M4 Shermans I'm going to be whipping out today. One's got the 105 howitzer, which I think is just going to be a bit of a meme gun. Just roll dice, pray for crits, and hope I do some critical damage. The star of the show is going to be my SU-100. And this is kitted out to be a bit of a tanky option. And so my plan is to sit that in a bush near the objective and just start rolling dice every single turn. So we'll see how that plays out. And then last up I've got a Cromwell. And the idea of the Cromwell here is just going to be to trade its initiative around with that improved radio upgrade. So I can bounce its 8 initiative over to the SU-100 if I need to take a shot first. I've got the options to put that onto the Shermans if I want to move the Shermans for some reason. Cool. And then we'll pull up the Wave 3 one as well there. There we go.
Ari's Avengers.
Righto. So I've come up with this little platoon using the Wave 3 expansions. And a good thing to note here is that all these upgrades on these tanks are what you get inside these blisters. So I haven't done anything fancy. There's no upgrades from other waves, from the starters. This is exactly what you get inside the blisters. And we'll start with the exciting one. We've got a KV-1S sitting here, which is going to be the first heavy tank. It's got a bit of a poor initiative. It's got initiative 4 on the card there, so I've given it an upgraded engine to get a bit more speed, a bit more initiative. And then we've given it another interesting upgrade there. We've got Call for Vengeance, and Call for Vengeance is going to give you +1 initiative to all your other vehicles if that vehicle dies. So I don't quite know how Ari is going to play that, but my thought when I was coming up with this is that KV-1S goes towards our objective, which we'll show off soon. Once it's on the objective, it sits there till it dies. And if it gets points, it gets points. If it doesn't get points, then everyone else gets a bit stronger when it does eventually lose its life.
You're not wrong there. It's going to be my first line of defense between me and your little mini tanks
my
over
little
there.
horde. My little horde. Cool. Next is the Firefly, and I think this one is the one that I'm the most afraid of. The Firefly's got 6 firepower, and it's a medium tank, so it's going to re-roll a single blank dice in its attacking phase, which is a bit scary. And then I've gone and buffed that, made it even stronger. We've got coated optics just for a bit more initiative. We've got concealment as well, I believe, so it's got a bit more survivability if it's in cover. And then it's also got heavy type APCR rounds, and those mean if it does get into close quarters, Ari can discard that card and roll an extra attack dice, so it could roll 7 attack dice at some point in this game, which I'm not a big fan of. That is a little bit scary, but we'll see if she puts it to good use. Next is the Panzer III-J. I've had a quick chat about the Panzer III-J in the Wave 3 video, but this one's got very, very high initiative, so we're just boosting that with those upgrades. I've given it one of the gun options, the smaller of the 2 gun options that come in the blister, which is going to give it just an initiative boost as opposed to a firepower boost. And then a commander for mainly for recon. This commander gives the option to deploy early at the start of the game. With 3 mobility, that's going to be quite nasty. And then we've got the Wolverine. And the Wolverine's got some good upgrades in the box there. And I chose 2 of the unique ones to the Wolverine there. So we've got a turret upgrade. And we've got the gun upgrade, and we just got some initiative boosts there, and the gun obviously gives another firepower. So that's the Avengers. And we'll have a quick look at the map now. Switch back over to the main camera. See how we're looking? There we go. So, we built a Prokhorovka table a couple of months ago now. And I've decided we'll whip that one out again. A little bit modified so it fits on this mat a bit better. But there it is. We've got the railway line down the middle, which isn't going to affect our gameplay. That just looks good. Same with the roads. We do, however, have these forest sections here. So we've got 2 on each side, and we're just going to count these as long, skinny bits of forest. So if the trees move out of the road, we still count them as being in cover. Same with over the back here. The little trees, again, will do concealment. And then we've got 4 buildings scattered around and a bunch of fences. And everything else is just cosmetic. What we can't see is hidden behind these trees here. As right on the center of the crossroads here, we've got an objective. So we're going to play an encounter game mode. We're going to deploy from my side, Ari's side, objective in the middle. And someone has to have a tank on this objective for 3 turns to win the game. And you can't get a victory point on turn 1. So we'll see how that plays out. I think the KV-1S is going to be very, very scary on here because it's just going to be able to sit within that arrow right in the center and get points. And I'm just going to have to try to dig it off.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not quite on the objective. It's within an arrow.
Yes, within an arrow. So we haven't got any cover within an arrow.
So
because
that could be interesting.
That wouldn't be allowed and that'd be a bit tricky to play around with. So it isn't going to be hide a tank there and get points for free. But it's still going to be an interesting little battle.
Yeah, it'll be good. Ready to
Cool.
kick your butt.
Yeah. We'll see about that one. Cool. We also got a dice cam. We'll flick that up for you guys. You can see. Nice. Look at that. And I've brought along, I've got my own collection of stuff here. So I've also got some of the very nice American dice. Look at those. That is probably going to be my rolls for the rest of the day, hopefully. It's a nice little roll to start with.
Now I can't steal your dice.
And can't steal my dice and change them. And then I've also brought along some of those acrylic tokens as well, which are available online, just because they're a bit nicer. They just look really cool.
There you go. Pretty token.
Awesome. Right, well, I reckon we just get into it, eh?
Get the show on the
Just
road.
Get the show on the road. I'll pick this up.
Right, should we roll for some advantage?
Yeah, let's do some advantage, because I think advantage is going to matter for deployment.
I think it will too.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's 1. We take 1. No.
And he's not after a good
We're
start.
We're after a brilliant start. I don't know what you're talking about.
What a roll.
Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks already.
The rest of my rolls are like that. We're in for a great game, right?
Yeah, we're in for an awesome game then.
Gonna plonk that right there.
Cool. So we start from lowest initiative, and I'll work along mine real quick. So, M4A1 Sherman with the 105 gun gets -1, so it is going to have 5 initiative. My other Sherman has 6 initiative, gets +1 during the movement phase, but it's going to be 6 anyway. For this, my SU-100 gets +1 during the movement phase, but it's just going to be initiative 3. And the Cromwell was initiative 8. So I believe the SU-100 will deploy first.
What's your S100 is?
3.
Yeah. You're moving first.
So I'm putting it down first. So we've got a nice little line across the back here that I can deploy in. And I think my plan with the S100 is going to be to get it somewhere near, if not on the objective, because it is quite tanky. And we're just going to sit there and try and get the points. So where are we thinking? Put this back over here. There we go. Something like that, I reckon. Make a beeline for those bushes. Cool, and I think it's going to be the KV-1S.
Yeah, my KV-1S is sitting at 2 initiative. That's 2.
2?
It's got a +2 initiative at
Got
the moment.
+2,
during movement
yeah, there you go.
So we're going up to a 7.
Okay.
So I think you actually need to move your tanks first.
My Sherman is going to, yeah, my Sherman's going to have to go on first.
Yeah.
I think I came up with a plan with the Shermans.
Guess that's what happens when you've got low stats, eh?
Yeah, and I think the Shermans are just going to be annoying. I think that was my plan. Now, do I want the HE1 on the side? Or nah, I think the HE1 can just kind of bowl down the middle somewhere. So he can go right here. Philly Raider, when you guys, girls, going to have a Q&A with us? Well, if you guys have got some questions...
We're going to have a bit of a chat at the end.
We're just going to yarn. We'll play this game, we'll yarn. So if you've got any questions, feel free to throw them in. We're going to have a bit of a chat about Wave 3 and all that right at the end as well.
Yep.
But if you guys got any questions that we can answer...
Fire them through.
Send them through. Righto. So you've got 6 initiative on the KV1S, correct?
No.
Yeah, 4 plus 2.
Yes, 6.
Quick maths.
I don't know why you thought I had 7.
You've got the advantage. So this gets 7 in the movement phase. We've already done that. And that's 8. So I do think KV1S is going to be next.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of planning on beelining up the front, well, up the middle of the map. So I'm going to deploy my KV1S about here.
Right up the guts.
Right up the guts. We're going to go for gold and hope for the best. Yeah.
Which tanks come in wave 4? Winky face. We have that information available, actually. I can tell you that. I'll see if I can remember it off the top of my head. The Tiger is coming. That is a fact. We've got the Pershing coming. What are the Russians getting? Ooh. That might be the ISU 152 or the IS-2. It's one of the two. And then, what's the last one? The Brits might be getting the... You guys might be getting the Comet. It's in the box. I'll pull that out in a second. But yes, the Tiger is confirmed coming next wave, and that is very exciting. I know a lot of people are excited to see that one. I can't tell you when that is, and I also can't tell you the upgrade cards that are coming with it. But it does look like it's going to be a very interesting little pick. I'm quite excited to see that one. There we go. What have we got?
Confirming, we have the Tiger 1 heavy tank.
Yes.
We have the 1S2 heavy tank.
IS-2. Yep.
We have the M26
The Pershing. Yep.
medium tank.
Yep.
And the Comet.
The Comet is coming. There we go. I was pretty close.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
They'll be coming in the next wave.
Yep.
A lot of heavy tanks to add to our collection, which I'm personally very excited about.
Yes, the IS-2 is going to be an interesting one as well. We've got big IS-2 Tiger 1 battles coming.
Yeah, and then I'm looking forward to the Wave 5 tank destroyer too. ISU 152.
Yeah, no, that's a scary machine. That is a very scary machine.
Yeah, I think that one's going to be on my my platoon
on your
list.
pick list. Yeah. Righto. So the KV1S is deployed. What's next? I've got 6 initiative, 8 initiative. That one's up 7 on movement. You've got the Fireflies on 7.
Yeah, same with
The Wolverine is
on 6, so
on
my Wolverine
6.
will likely move. No, I think you need to move your other Sherman.
Yeah, I think my Sherman has to go on first.
Yeah.
Will we see separate card packs for those who own multiple tanks already? I think Chris has answered this one quite a bit. Currently, there is no plan to do separate card packs. And we've got quite a few reasons for that, but at this point in time, unlikely. However, we do have a lot of plans around card packs for stuff like organized play and tournaments. So keep your eyes and your ears peeled for that. Unfortunately, COVID means we haven't been able to do a lot of stuff with organized play.
We do have
But
some
we've got
organized
plans.
play kits on the website. So if you go under guides on the World of Tanks website, you'll be able to see some packs already set up for you guys if you want to run some tournaments at home or down at the local gaming
The local
shop.
friendly game shop.
You can always check those out there if you guys are able to do so and you've got some COVID regulations that are a little bit more lax.
Yeah. So there is definitely some plans for some card packs along that kind of line coming, but at this point in time, there is currently no plan for those kind of conversion card packs for people that own tanks.
Right. Deploy that tank, Ryan.
I have deployed that tank.
Oh,
It is over here on the side, just on the edge of the shot there.
Right, well, in that case, I'm going to deploy my
I think
Firefly.
The Wolverine and the Firefly go next.
And I think we're going to run this boy. I'm going to run him pretty close to the KV1S.
Get him right in behind the rock.
Yeah. There we
Nice.
go. And then I've got my last two.
Got the Wolverine, I think.
Yeah, Wolverine's next.
Yeah, and the Panzer III will be last.
I'm going to deploy my Wolverine over here. And he's going to be my best bet, I reckon, to take on your two little Shermans.
I think he'll be more than capable of taking on a Sherman.
Me too. Love a good tank destroyer.
Especially with my dice rolls. We'll,
especially with my little special ability.
Yes.
He's good.
It's quite strong.
Wolverine's tank destroyer special ability gives it 1 survivability while in cover.
Yes.
Which will be great when it's 2 versus 1.
And there is quite a bit of cover on this map, so that is a good little ability to have.
And
right.
Then, your last tank.
Got the Cromwell.
And then...
I think my plan with the Cromwell is actually to go to a bit of fire support along the Sherman here. We'll do something like this. I've got a plan in my head. We'll see if the dice can back it up.
Doesn't look like it, but okay. And I'm going to deploy my Panzer with a whopping 10 initiative over here, which is perfect because it's got a relatively low survivability, so it's good. It's got a high initiative. 0
survivability. Now, the Panzer IIIJ also has recon on the commander, so you can make up to 2 moves in your deployment phase for free.
Ooh, yes, that's right. Yeah, we're going to park this bad boy. Ooh. Right over here in these trees.
Sneak it in the side of the trees?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's going to have some nice cover.
Yep.
There we go.
And we are treating that as one big tree line, so it is currently behind the trees.
Yep.
Will be any artillery, infantry, or half-track support vehicles. So I think artillery, self-propelled guns is definitely planned. Chris is very excited to get those in. Infantry and half-tracks. If you guys want to play with infantry, half-tracks, you want all the combined arms, then go have a look at Flames of War. Flames of War is this game with a lot more involved, a lot more stuff in it. So you've got the option to run tanks alongside infantry, half-tracks, artillery.
Airplanes.
Yep, you can get airplanes. There's a bit of everything in there.
There is a lot to it.
Yeah, there is a lot to it. So go check out Hit the Beach, which is what we'd recommend for a starter set for that, if you do want to get the combined arms approach. We're trying to keep this game primarily with tanks, just so it's simple, we can get anyone involved. But I do think online people have been trying to come up with their own little house rules for infantry. So if you ask around on the Facebook, you might get some answers there. Righto. Oh, I have recon on this guy, so I can actually do the same thing. Look at me go. It's not going to change anything that you did, but can be a bit cheekier. Right. Any plans to restrict builds to prevent card spam? When you're playing at home, you can house rule that. Obviously, there's going to be options when you guys run tournaments. If the tournament organizer has restrictions, you can do that. But there's no reason for you guys to not do your own restrictions. If tournament organizers do it, same thing there. But you guys can play this game how you want. I think the beauty of it is that there is some options for card spam. I know Chris and I have talked quite a bit about running cards like a smooth ride on all of our tanks. So we'd need to buy a few expansions to get access to all those cards, but go for it. Have some fun. Start moving.
Yeah. Let's shoot some stuff.
Let's shoot some stuff. Yeah, let's get into it. Right. So I've got 5 there. We've got +1 during the movement phase. So I get 4 initiative on the SU-100, 7 on the Sherman, 8 standard on the Cromwell. 4 is my lowest. You get higher than 4, so the SU-100 is going to move first anyway here. What is the plan? What is the plan? I think the Panzer IIIJ is looking like a good target. I get +1 while stationary, +1 in cover. I am going to be in cover behind the trees. Currently anyway, unless it moves. So I actually think the SU-100 is going to sit still. I think it'll sit still.
Scaredy cat.
Hey, it's got 6 dice. And if I sit still, I can reroll any misses, so I could.
Scaredy cat.
Cool. So that's my 4 initiative. Next I've got is 5. I believe you've got 6 moving initiative on the KV-1S there.
I do.
You do, so my HE Sherman is going to move. what I want to do with it. That is the question. I think it's going to go and do a little bit of this here. Do a little bit of that action. That'll do. Actually, what I'll do, we'll get some tokens to mark those out. I don't get confused.
What are you looking for?
I think you can move next to it.
Yeah. I just decided what I want to do.
Actually, no, I might be moving. No, I've got 7 and 8. So your nest will probably move.
I should have. Yeah. I'm going to chuck my KV-1S straight up the middle. He's a hard tank to destroy, so I'm going to hope for the best here. So we can't win on the first turn, sadly. Yeah, but
None of that.
I'm going to get within an arrow's length, park him right in front of my forest, right in the open, because why not?
Because you can.
And hope for the best. And then we'll get my firefly up there next, I reckon, and hopefully start
Doing some damage.
to you.
Wow. Right, so that's 6 initiative, 7 initiative next. I believe I've got 7 movement. The Firefly has 7 during the movement, but
Yeah.
you have the advantage.
So you
and
go
the
in first.
M10 has has 7 during the movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to move the non-HE Sherman next. Put that over there. There we go. Sneak this up here. We're going to go hard and fast up the other side, I reckon. Cool.
All right.
7, so that's going to be both the Wolverine and the Firefly to move next.
Yeah.
Other game material such as playmats, buildings, etc. planned. Ooh, that's a good question. We'd love to. We'd love to add a lot more stuff. I don't know if there's any plans in the works. I can't spoil too much here. But we definitely would love to totally expand on this range. We just got started with summer in Prokhorovka, and we know we've still got to cover winter. We still got to cover the desert.
Because winter is coming.
Winter
in New
is
Zealand.
coming. So I can't promise you anything, but we'd definitely love to see a lot more of that stuff.
Awesome. Right, I think you're next.
I think the Firefly can go next. You got 7.
Yeah, so do you.
Oh, yeah. Us has got 8. So we can move that one last.
Well, that's all right then, because I already know where I'm going to put him no matter what.
Sneak up the road.
Right beside the fence line here. No. Point this at you just for a little, intimidation purposes.
That Sherman is not looking too happy, is he? He's
No.
got a few guns looking at him.
Better hope you got some lucky dice there, mate.
Got my American dice, so we'll see. Right, Cromwell's the last to move. This is not developed the way I had originally had in my mind, but let's see what we can make work. What is scary? I think we have to start focus firing. We just have to remove tanks off the table. Is that a smart move? I don't know if that is. Because then I block line of sight. So let's do a little handbrake maneuver. Spin him around. And still, yeah, I reckon that's it.
Drifting tanks, that's something to see.
Drifting tanks, it's good fun. What's this?
Very beneficial for me to keep my my panzer moving.
Yeah, what's the speed demon up to?
Every time I move, I get some extra survivability in there, which is much needed. Even if we just do a wee little wiggle.
Jiggle it around a little bit.
I'm too damn short for this. I'm going to stay in cover behind those trees. But just move a touch so I can get that survivability. I'm just gonna check my tokens on here so I don't forget how much I've moved. You move 2.
Got all memorized.
3. You move 2. You move 2. And my KV1S moved.
Looks like he moved 2 as well.
You moved 2 as well.
Yep.
Run out of 2s.
Yeah, I need to buy another token set, do I?
Alright, lovely.
Righto.
Shall we shoot someone?
We should blow some stuff up. That is definitely what we want to do. 100%. Let's go down shooting initiative real quick. I'll start with the HE Sherman, which is -1, so it's just got 5 initiative during the shooting step.
Sky Knight Gaming has asked, do you feel that if you are behind a tree line and not inside it, you should not be able to shoot at it?
To be shot at.
Or to be shot at, sorry.
Yeah, I've seen that question pop up a wee bit, and I think there was a bit of conversation at the office here about that rule. When we're dealing at this kind of scale, we're kind of trying to reenact these really close combat, short range battles. If you've played the online game, at this range, you're going to be spotted through trees anyway. I think that was the rationale behind that rule.
I think we just tend to shoot at each other.
We tend to also just like to blow stuff up, for sure, for sure.
We're quite aggressive.
Yeah.
We don't play the defense well.
Yeah, so I think it's okay that it doesn't block line of sight, but I understand people wanting them to block line of sight completely if you are behind them, and it is something that I've been wanting to play around with my own kind of special house rules. I'd like to play with spotting mechanics myself, and if that was a feature in this game, then I do think Forest should block line of sight. But personally, I think just to keep it simple, to make sure that you are getting the fun, which is just blowing tanks up, seeing through Forest is fine, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't really like to tend to play the long game. I more get in there, shoot some stuff, blow some people up if I've got some lucky dice, and get out again.
Yeah. And they still provide cover, so you're still getting that bonus defensive dice, which can mean quite a lot in this game.
Mm.
So I've got 5 there, 6 during the shooting there. Not a lot there. We got 3 initiative shooting, so this one's probably going to shoot last, and then 8 initiative shooting. What are you looking at?
I am got.
So that'll be.
I got a 4 initiative shooting.
4 shooting there.
KV1S, so
that one's not shooting first.
I've got
Fireflies. 7 there.
7 initiative here. Sorry.
Yep. That's got a bit.
Yes, my Wolverine gets some extra initiative during shooting, so 6, 7, 8. Got 8 initiative during shooting on my Wolverine.
Yep.
And my Panzer's got a whopping great big 10 initiative.
It's got 10 initiative.
So I think my Panzer's going first.
Panzer's going to shoot first. What I think I'll do is I'll start putting my improved radio to work here, and I'll swap the base initiative 8 of the Cromwell to the SU-100. So it is going to shoot with initiative 8, and the Cromwell shoot with initiative 3. And I think I'm okay with that. I think I want the SU-100 to get some damage in before it gets focus fired.
Alright, well. Good luck.
So, got the dice up. How many dice is the Panzer 3J rolling?
We are rolling with a firepower of 3.
So it's not the most deadly, but with 8 initiative and 3 mobility, it is a menace.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think its advantage is, it shoots first.
It does.
And it moves quick, so it's like a get in, get out kind of situation.
Yeah, it is. And you can get in behind people with that initiative as well.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah.
Oh, and we do have medium tank. It is a medium tank, so that can be re-rolled, that one blank. Oh, not today.
Not that it did much good
Not today. Not today.
It's alright. Put that over there. See what you got, Ryan.
Right, and we're shooting at the S100, I presume, because that would be smart. So we're going to get 2 off bat. We're going to get 3 for the movement. I am stationary, so my camo net does come into its own there, so I get +1 again. I'm not in cover, so I'm not going to get 7, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm maxing out on 6, and I'm stopping a crit and a hit. Ooh. That works. We take those. Nothing goes through.
Doesn't go through today.
Not today. Alright, Panzer 3J shot. You've got, is that initiative 8 on the Wolverine?
Yeah.
And then you have the advantage. The Wolverine is going to shoot next.
Right.
And then Macy 100 will shoot.
So with the Wolverine, we have a 5. Sorry, we got a 5 firepower with the upgrade that I've got here. So we'll give this a
5 dice. Who are we shooting at?
Oh yeah.
Figure out who you want to shoot at here.
Shoot at? Wolverine. I think we're gonna go for like. I don't think I can see your Cromwell as much as I want to.
Oh, you'd be fine. I reckon all these tanks will be in cover to shoot at. This one is going to be a hold down because he's behind the fence, so you will lose a hit if one goes through.
I don't really want to go for that one anyway. I think I'm gonna go for your Cromwell.
Light the Cromwell up.
Light him up. 5 dice. All right, let's see how we go.
Ooh.
That's spectacular. And I don't get to reroll it.
No rerolls, no medium tanks.
All right.
All right.
One. Did I have 2 of those?
I think it was 1. You can take 2 hits. Don't you worry about it.
I'll go that.
I'm confident in my ability because I know for a fact that Cromwell's rolling all dice. We've got 1 base. It moved 3 times, so that's 4. We got 2 Wolverine, so that's already 6.
Not liking my chances
Cover
here.
7, but we don't have that. And we stop those. We are happy with that. Happy days. Right. Time for my big guns. Alright, the S100 is going to shoot at... Who am I going to shoot at? The Panzer 3J would be smart here because it is just in front of me. I'm thinking about the KV-1S because I do think that is scary that it can start getting points next turn. However, it can't get points this turn, so... I reckon I get rid of the high initiative, scary, annoying little mosquito machine first, I think. So we'll fire 6 shots clean into the front of that Panzer. We hit 3 hits. I did stay stationary because I think that was a good idea, so I'm going to re-roll those blanks. Ooh. I like that. I like that a lot. So we've got 4 hits, 1 crit on the Panzer 3J.
Right.
Better hope that's...
Oh, I moved 3 times, so I get 3 defense dice.
Yep.
Plus, I get an extra defense dice while being in cover.
Yep, and we're considering that to be a long forest.
Yeah. I think 4's my lot. Yay!
So you're taking some damage. Good start. Good start. We got... Oh!
What a roll! Where was that the other day? Oh my gosh.
Dear. Well, a crit goes through, so we'll still happily dish you out a crit.
Throwing my dice away. Alright, give me that crit card.
Yeah, crit. Ooh, actually, I'm going to shuffle this.
No, I'll take that top one, thank you.
Take the top. No, I think I'll shuffle this one up a little bit.
Cheater!
No. We give them a good shuffle, you know. You know how it is. Fresh new card deck. Don't want to give you 0 damage.
Yeah, I would have liked that, thank you.
None of that here.
Someone's just trying to, up
Hey,
their game. Guess when you're the underdog, you need all the help you can get.
Correct. What do we got?
Bailed out. This tank cannot move or shoot. Not the worst.
No damage on that one, is there?
Nope.
Nope. We just...
I just don't move. 0 damage.
Just threw them out.
That's great. We'll take that. That's a good one. We'll go with that.
Righto.
Oh, we're all frozen
We're all
up.
frozen up, are we? Oh, no, it looks like on our end it's okay. Yep, that's fine.
No, we all good. Might just need to check your connection.
Yeah, smack F5 on that tab and get that refreshed.
Alright. Next.
Awesome. So we did no damage after all that.
Sucks for you.
Does suck.
All
That
right,
is okay.
Am I moving next? Or should
So the Wolverine shot. The Panzer 3J has shot. My SU-100 has shot. My next highest shooting initiative would be 6.
Mine's
So
7.
I think your Firefly will shoot next.
Yeah,
correct.
with a firepower of 6.
Who do you want to shoot at here? I think you've got slightly less targets to shoot at.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with this guy
Shoot that one.
right there.
Righto. So on the Facebook, one of the pinned links, I believe, from Chris, covers shooting around fences. So I know there's been a lot of questions. I follow a lot of questions on the Facebook for that. So we'll play with what he's done in the rules on his little FAQ there, where if the tank is up against the fence, he's going to be shooting over it, so you don't destroy the fence in front of you. Just to keep it easy.
Love it.
Keep that realism. So you're still going to shoot through one fence to shoot this one here.
Let's hope we go for like another solid 6.
Yeah, no. Oh, okay. Those are the rolls I like to see on attack. We've got to re-roll 1.
Come on.
I'll give you the crit. It rolled out of the tray, but we'll take the crit. I'll give you that one.
Alright.
Give you that one for free. So we got 2 hits and a crit. So hold down. 1 hit immediately gets discarded, and that fence gets obliterated, which I'm quite happy about. Not really. And let's calculate defensive dice. So you move twice, I move twice. We got 4, base of 1, 5. And that is going to be that. 5 to stop. And I think we are happy with that roll.
Yeah,
We are very happy with that roll.
It is a good roll.
He lives to
see another day.
Derp shells another day.
Alright. I think you're next.
Yes, it's going to be the Sherman over here next. My standard Sherman. Who do I want to shoot at? I haven't done damage to anyone yet.
Nope.
So there's no focus firing going on. As per usual. And everyone I'm shooting at is going to be in cover. If I shoot at the Firefly, I will lose a hit because of that fence. What about the KV? I could shoot the KV.
Give it a bash.
I could give it a bash. I don't think it is worth it because it's just going to block it all.
Yeah, give it a go. Idea.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You reckon? I reckon the Wolverine. I reckon the Wolverine's my best bet here.
Wuss.
That's tactical. I'd call that tactical. So 4 dice, 4 firepower, blammo. Oh, look at this. Start of the comeback, I reckon.
My rolls are not good today.
2 hits and a crit against the Wolverine there.
Alright, well, I have a 1 survivability. I moved twice.
Correct.
You moved how many times?
Twice.
Twice.
So it's up to 5.
That's 5. I think that's it.
That's it. That sounds
That's all
about.
I
You got
need.
cover actually. You do have cover.
Oh yeah, I do have cover.
Nothing
That's
negating that,
true.
so there's 6.
So we are 6. Let's see how this goes.
Let's give me some blanks.
Haha!
Oh, there it is. Stop.
My defensive dice are always so good.
You do. You do have good defensive
I
dice.
don't like it.
And I have bad attacking dice, so it is
Well, it's kind of the same.
not a good combination.
Every time we roll an attack, it's always bad.
That's alright. What's up next? That is shots. You've only got 1 tank to shoot, haven't you? You've got the KV-1S, which
just
is
my KV-1S.
shooting on 4.
Yeah, which I think it's
Which
got 1
is-
prime target sitting right
so
there.
I've got,
Waiting
I think
for
I've got my HE, this has got 5, so I can shoot the HE Sherman.
Oh yeah,
The Derp Sherman.
off you go.
Righto. I think the Wolverine is another target, you know? I think we'd try, focus firing isn't working, because I have to get some damage out, but still do that. The 105 gun gives me +2 firepower, so I am rolling 6. However, when I assess damage, I will discard all hits because it is HE. So we're hoping to roll a lot of crits here. There's 1. We take 1. We get to re-roll. Oh, we got that dice. Doesn't matter.
3.
Right, so we've
2
got 3 to
hits and a
stop.
crit.
2 hits and a crit to stop.
Right, well, I moved twice. I have 1 survivability. You moved twice, and you know,
Cover.
I'm in cover. Sucks for you, mate.
Does.
Oh,
Oh, so you stopped 2.
Oh.
And after assessing damage, only the crit's going to go through anyway. So you're just going to take 1 crit.
Okay. Thank you.
What does the HE gun do?
Bailed out. 0 damage.
I didn't shuffle well enough.
This tank cannot move.
I didn't shuffle well enough, guys. Oh, well, get those bailed outs out of the road and then we'll bring the ammo racks next.
You need to reshuffle the deck. Can't have you getting 0 damage. 2 crits in a row. 0 damage.
That's alright. It means when it finally gets through, that'll give you 2 ammo damage and we'll absolutely one-shot a tank. Is there a date for Wave 3? Do we have a date, Ari? You'd know this.
April. They are coming April. Don't worry. When they're hitting stores, we will shout it from the rooftops on our social. So make sure you are following our Facebook page, our Facebook group. Yeah. Join our newsletter, and you'll be the first to hear when they come out. We can make sure there's a link in the chat after this for you guys to subscribe to the newsletter, and we will trust me, we will tell you when they are coming. We are excited for you guys to have these.
Yeah, we're excited as well. I need to get some of these tanks. There should be a date confirmed very soon.
Yeah.
At the moment, we'll keep that one quiet.
All right.
Right. So HE Derp Gun has just bailed the crew out, which is rather unfortunate. Which leaves 2 tanks to shoot.
Think that's me next?
That's going to be you next.
Yeah.
Correct, because the Cromwell is shooting on initiative 3.
Lovely. With a firepower of 4, I am going to roll.
Didn't realise it was that scary.
You never do.
No, I never do.
Alright, let's see what we can get here.
Who are you shooting at? Figure that out.
I am shooting at this guy.
You're shooting at this guy.
Yeah.
Righto.
And I only rolled 2.
I believe he's going to shoot through that wall anyway. So we'll get rid of that. I'd almost not roll dice because I'm that confident in H.E. Sherman.
Yeah, well, we're going to make you roll dice anyway.
Got 1 base, it moved twice, I moved twice, that's 4. So we're rolling 1 survivability base as well, 5, no cover. Blammo. Oh, good thing you made me roll, that's only just saved it. It's okay, he lives to fight another day, more 105 dirt rounds coming your way soon. Those dice out of there. Nice.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I want 2 of each. Yeah, I want 2 of each as well. You're telling me. I'm very excited to get my hands on those. I do quite like that Sherman Firefly. We'll see if it can perform the way I imagine it can in this battle today. But I think either way, we might be subbing a Sherman out for a Firefly at some point in the near future. Righto. We've all shot, have we? No, we haven't. Better not forget about my Cromwell. Initiative 3. I can forget about it. Nah, I think we'll shoot. 4 firepower. We're going to shoot at the Wolverine again. I got to do some damage. Get something done to it. Oh.
It's a blank.
Roll that one again. And it's still blank anyway. It doesn't matter. So we've got 2 crits.
Okay. Let's go.
And I am telling you, you're maxing out on defense dice here because I moved 3 times. You moved 2. Cover, that's 7.
Plus. Yep. Alrighty.
Yep. To stop, 2 crits.
Yeah, well. Great. That's great.
Well, I call that one. That's on an angle. I'll let you re-roll that.
Okay.
Is that going to be a mistake?
Yeah.
Is that a mistake, chat? Let me know if that's a mistake.
This is why you lose.
Yeah, this is why I lose. I'm too nice. That was a mistake, chat.
Literally.
Oh, dear.
This is why you lose.
Yeah, this is why I lose. I'm too nice. I'm too generous.
Okay.
Well, I've just thrown away 1 critical damage going through. That is unfortunate. Oh, dear. Hey, it's the first round. Just feeling it out, you know. There we go. Right. Reckon we can put that dice tray away. We'll tidy up the board. Get ready for the next one.
Yeah.
What's the max number of points you'd suggest on a 3x3? On this size board, I think 200 points is very fair. If you get too many points, you could run a lot of Panzer 3Js, and that is scary. However, I know a lot of the guys in the office like to run very big, kitted out heavy tanks. So we might play around with some high points later on. But on a 3x3 board, I do think the 200 point limit is definitely a good number of points you should run. You get a nice bit of variety. You can run a bit more of a swarm if you prefer to play that way. But 200 points gives you the flexibility to still upgrade some tanks, make them pretty scary. For sure.
Alrighty.
Righto. We've tidied up these tokens, have we? I've got one hiding here. Ooh, so you're going to try to repair one of those. Try put a crew back in. What one are you going to try repair?
My Wolverine.
Try put the Wolverine crew back in. So that's one dice. Hit or a crit goes back in.
Okay, we can do this. Hey!
Crew's in. That's okay. We're keeping the Panzer 3J belt out.
That's fine.
We'll shuffle that back into the deck. I'll let you shuffle if you want.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Because my shuffling wasn't good. Righto. Round 2.
Round
Fight. So, moving initiative again. 5, 7, 3, 4, and then 8. So I do think
So does
Panzer 3J would.
Does that count as a turn
So we're now on next turn.
for my?
So first turn he can't get points, but from this turn onwards he most definitely is getting you victory points. And it is 3 points to win.
Lovely. Lovely.
Have to do a Battle of the Bulge encounter. That would be very cool. That is a very good idea. And that gives you that opportunity to run your historic lists as well. I know a lot of people want to see some historic lists, and I 100% agree with that. I think it'd be very cool to see some historic battles. You like running one of everything.
I just want to run like I want to run all my tanks with all the upgrades.
Yeah, just want to do everything.
And just want it to be massive
Do
and
all the
explosive.
all the big explosions here.
That's all I want.
That's half the fun. Righto, so we're on to second turn.
Yeah.
Your Panzer 3J would move first, but it is bailed out.
Yeah.
So it cannot move or shoot. So it is a sitting duck this turn.
Yeah, it's still in cover, so
It is in cover.
it's fine.
But it is sitting in front of a firepower 6 machine. So
We all know how good you are at rolling, attack dice. So.
that is true. It's got nothing to stop any hits going through currently. Because it cannot use its only form of defense, which is running around.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm
Okay,
grinning.
out the wrong tank.
I'm grinning. I might be able to remove. We'll see. I won't say anything just yet. Next highest moving initiative. You've got 7 on your Wolverine. Oh, actually, let's roll for advantage. So we've got a lot of ties, haven't we?
Oh yeah. I like to
Do that. Ooh. Yeah, you do tend to keep advantage. Oh, you can re-roll that one on the side there. Otherwise, I would take it.
Nope.
Oh, I'm still taking it. Okay.
I have a habit of keeping the advantage.
You
don't I?
do. I actually am going to enjoy having the advantage, I think. So you got 7 moving initiative on the Wolverine.
Yep.
Correct. You have 7 on the Firefly. And you have 6 on the KV-1S.
Yeah.
Righto. That is a lot of initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is scary. So the SC-100 is going to move first again. And it's not going to move because that is in my opinion, that's a free kill on the Panzer 3J sitting there. So he can stay right there perfectly fine. 5 next for Derp Gun Sherman. What is Derp Gun Sherman going to do? Derp Sherman. You know what? I think I like the idea of close range. I like the idea of close range with the HE. Do I? I don't like the idea of close range with the Firefly. Because that will delete a tank. I do, however, have to contest that point. Because I don't need to give you free victory points this turn. So
You can if you want.
I could give you free victory points, but I would prefer not to. Let's do something like this. Try keep the front. I know driving out in front of a KV-1S is never a good idea, but he'll take one for the team.
Is that Derp Sherman or normal Sherman?
That is Derp Sherman. He's got my little Soviet marker there.
Oh, yeah.
Righto, next is 7. I have the advantage, so that one will move after your 2 7s. But the K1S is going to move next. If it wants to move. Tank with full crew. You could kit a tank out with full crew already, I believe. I don't think there is, from my memory, I don't think we've got any just coming with a full stack of crew cards as upgrades, because obviously you want those unique gun and engine upgrades as well, but I don't think there's anything stopping you running full crew.
I want to move him a few times, but I'm going to keep it behind the fence.
Being a bit cheeky with it.
You can just like shuffle on the spot.
So you move up to 2. Yep, that is a viable option. And that's to kind of, I like that little don't actually move the model but give it movement, because in the online game we do that all the time. I do that all the time on my tanks. You sit in the same spot, you drive back and forward, you wiggle, you move the gun and the tire around. It just makes it a bit harder to aim at the weak spots.
Yeah, just, I'm all about that defense.
Yeah, yeah.
Not really, which is why I need all the help I can get.
Right. I've got 7 moving on the other Sherman, and I've got 8 on the Cromwell. I have the advantage, so your 2 7s are going to move next. What are we thinking?
I'm going to move my Firefly next.
Righto.
Chuck him in cover, but move. Train tracks are annoying.
They look good though.
Sherman can die.
Derp Sherman can die. You're not getting a side shot there, just fortunately.
More space.
You've got a bit more space.
Here we go.
I think
It's a solid side shot, mate.
Yeah, I think we count that as a side shot.
Definitely.
You do have some of the tank behind the front of mine.
Yeah, and you move twice.
And like, that gun is pointing square into the side of Derp Sherman.
It is.
Square into the side. It's less than ideal.
Oh well.
Oh well, we are...
Is my Wolverine gonna go?
Yep, that is close range. That is, that's a bit scary, isn't it? A bit scary. Where's Wolverine going? What is the plan?
Destroy the tree line.
Yeah, you can move the trees. We know where that line is.
I never got my L plates.
Never got
L plates
that. I don't think you need L plates when you're driving a tank. Something tells me that.
In cover, close range. I know you're going to move out, but...
Yes, I will move that tank.
It's fine.
Funny enough, I do think it needs to move. So he's moved twice, has he?
He's moved twice.
Cool, cool. Ooh. I think this has given me an opportunity, chat. I see an opportunity to cause a bit of ruckus. So, if this Sherman here, he's going to move next. If I do a little bit of this, we'll creep up there. Am I going to get to close range?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm not going to be close range.
You can do
Oh,
that.
actually,
I can still hit you in the side of
let's do this. Let's make this a bit easier on myself. My close range. Oh, yep, that is close range. We take that.
Okay. By like a millimeter, if that.
Oh, yeah, the old bait and switch tactic. I thought you're going after the Wolverine, but in reality, I'm taking the scary tank out. Alright, I have to move the mic out of the road for this one. This is a bit of a big brain move coming up here.
Oh, even better.
I'm going to be shot in the back by the way there. That is okay. Cromwell pulls another cheeky handbrake maneuver.
You can put your tokens on? Because I'll
Well,
forget
yeah,
how many times you move.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll get those tokens on. So we've got 2 moves on both of them. Have I got some 2 tokens? Oh, I've got enough. Nice. Next battle report, can we see 200 max, 1 nationality, and at least 1 tank with full crew? I reckon we can make that happen. You reckon? I think we can make that happen.
You?
You won't be doing that.
Why not?
You don't want all one nationality. But I'll do it. So I reckon I've got some ideas for that. I've got some tanks I think I could kit out with one full crew. So game on, we see any plastic tokens, movement tool, real plastic house, or scenery sets? That is a very good question. I cannot answer that question, but that is a very, very good idea. I know a lot of our terrain, we like to use the battlefield in a box, so we use resin. But we do have some plastic sets. That could be an idea I float around. That's a very good question. Right. Right. I think a few tanks are dying this turn. We'll see if we can make it happen. Highest initiative shooting first. Again, improved radio on the Cromwell. I'm liking this. This is a good little full cost card. I'm going to put that 8 initiative across onto the SC100, so it is now initiative 8 for the shooting step. Very nice. 5 initiative shooting step. 6. 3, but that is okay. The Cromwell can shoot last. Your highest initiative shooting vehicle happens to be the Panzer 3J, and he does not have a crew currently.
Nope.
So he will not shoot. What's your next shooting initiative? The Wolverine has 8, does it not?
Yes.
It's got 8 during the shooting step.
And I've got 7 on the Firefly.
The Firefly gets a wee bit as well.
6. Oh, 4 on the
4 on that.
KV1S.
Righto. So initiative 8 means I'm going to shoot first. Because I have the advantage. And I'm going to, quote me on that, I'm going to blow up that Panzer 3. This turn, it's just going to go 6 shots, clean to the front, he can't do anything about it. Big dice roll coming up here. Okay, it could have been worse, but we're going to re-roll all those blanks. And that didn't do anything. I can still kill that though. We can still kill that. You get how many defensive dice?
0.
No defensive dice. I didn't move. You can't move. You are in cover.
Yeah.
But Damir Naldazov, he does have designated target. So you do not get the in cover bonus if it has shot in this phase or has a movement token. But you didn't move or shoot in this phase, did you?
No.
You can't. So you actually do get one.
Oh, well,
One defensive dice. So you get 1 to stop that.
Yeah, well,
Doesn't matter. So 1 hit goes through.
Yeah.
And 2 crits. And I'll dish you out some crits. I'm going to have a look at these before I give them over to you.
No, I can.
If it's 2 more bailed out,
Rude.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that one, chat. That is engine damaged.
Engine damaged.
2 damage.
Over here. Yeah. Got engine damaged. This guy. And equipment damage. So
It is Gonski's. That's 4 damage outright. That tank is gone.
Stuffed.
How about that?
Can I have a little explosion, please?
There's an explosion. There's a nice little acrylic explosion for you. Take that turret off.
Serves you right.
That was a big hit, evidently, if I've managed to put the tank upside down.
This is first big hit ever.
Yeah,
Well
yeah.
done, Ryan. I'm so proud.
I'm quite proud of myself as well.
There we go.
I'm going to need that because it is so far dead.
Yeah. Useless.
Oh
Absolutely
yeah,
useless.
it's a good start. That was a good tank to get rid of, I think. I think if you manage to keep that one around for the late game with that really high initiative and that good movement, it's going to start being a bit of a pain because it starts getting behind everyone.
Yeah.
So I'm happy we've got rid of that.
Oh well, that's what it
What
is.
can you do? What can you do? Right, so that's my 8 initiative. Next is 6. You've got some 7 initiatives, do you not?
I do.
You
my
do have a couple.
Wolverine.
Actually, Wolverine's 8, so he can shoot next.
I've got 4 firepower there.
I'm already guessing who you're shooting at.
Yeah. Go. Shoot the Cromwell on the side.
Shoot the Cromwell in the side.
I got 4 dice? Yes. No. I get 5 dice. My upgrade gives me an extra die.
That is correct. You do have the biggest 76mm gun.
Come on. No!
Ah, yes. That's what I like to see. We got no re-rolls because it was not stationary. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. One goes through. I moved 2 times. You moved 1 time. That's 3. I get +1 already. Survivability, so that's 4. I'm going to lose 1 because it is in the side.
All blanks, all blanks, all
But
blanks.
my dice rolling hasn't been atrocious. There's going to be 1 in there. Yeah, there's 2. Nice. Nada, no dice. No dice. Righto. So next, you've got a Firefly on 7.
Yes.
He is going to shoot next. And there is a few things you can do here.
He's got a firepower of 6, so
He
come
does.
for you with him.
And you could use your heavy APCR shells here. I will remind you of that. So if you discard your heavy APCR shells, you get +1 for this turn. So you'd get 7. Because you are within close range. So you could roll 7 dice. You are medium tanks, you would re-roll a single one. Is it worth it?
Nah, I'm going to save that.
You're going to save it?
I'm gonna
Okay.
save it. I don't think the Derp Sherman's worth it, if I'm honest.
Hey, he's trying his hardest.
So we'll stick with 6 and hope.
6 shots into the side, close range.
Come on, babies.
Re-rolling a blank. I will take that. I am quite happy with that roll.
Oh, that one fell over. That one's on a angle.
It's cocked dice, is it? You can re-roll. I'll let you re-roll. I feel bad. You roll 6 dice and get 2 hits. That is a tragedy. All right, 3 hits.
This is why you lose.
This is why I lose, hey. I've taken out one of your tanks. It's only fair. No, it's not. This tank's going to be fine, I think. We've got 1 survivability base. You move twice, I move once. So that is 4. You rolled 3. Close range, side shot, -2. So I'm rolling 2. I am taking a damage.
Blocked the rest.
That is
of them.
okay. I'll take 1 damage. I'm happy with that.
Of course you do.
I reckon...
This game is not going well for me.
No, I recommend you guys all buy the American dice set. You get some really, really cool decals, and no doubt you'll see those decals on my tanks at some point soon, but those American dice are very good. I highly recommend. What are we saying? Hindog, 1820. That is why I love this game as well. It's not, you don't have a massive rulebook. I do really want to play a bit more Flames of War and some Team Yankee, some of our other games, but that is correct. You do have to read a novel to play, and this is so simple. The pre-paint is really, really good. In fact, I just didn't quite have the time this weekend, but the way they're pre-painted, you can slap a wash on, you can do a dry brush, and they look 5 times as good. The paint takes, the pre-painted stuff already takes that wash really nicely. So yeah, no, it is really good fun. It's awesome. Nice and quick to play as well.
Alright.
So he's fine. That is ideal, isn't it? That is awesome. That is awesome.
Lucky for you.
Lucky for me. So you know what that means?
What?
Normal Sherman shoots next. And he's going to shoot the Firefly in the side. 4 dice, re-rolling a blank. The other road. Still blank, but 2 hits. Oh, sorry, 2 crits and a hit.
I get 1 survivability. I move twice. You moved how many times?
That one moved twice.
I move twice. I'll get 5
Cover.
dice. And I'm in cover.
You are in the side, so you lose 1, and you're close range, you lose 1. So 4 to stop 3.
Yeah, 1 goes through.
So you can stop 1 of the crits. So 1 crit does go through. I'm dealing some good crits this game. Is it a good card though? That's a good reaction, chat. Let's see what it is.
Ammo
Hey!
damage.
There it is. That's what I want to see. That is, oh.
Discard all ammo upgrade cards from this tank.
And they do an
Plus
extra
1 damage for each card.
Yes. So you take 3 damage. You have to discard your heavy APCR rounds, and you take another damage for that. So you're taking 4 damage. How many hit points does that tank have?
1.
It's got 1 left. Oh dear.
It's got 1 left.
It has 5 hit points, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. There you go. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's not looking too good, is it?
No. No,
Righto. HE Sherman might finish the job here. I was going to shoot the KV-1S, but I think I will shoot the Firefly. We only got to do 1 damage. We are rolling 6 dice, hitting on the crits.
This is not going well for me.
It's not going well for you. It is okay. Reroll 1. Oh, perhaps if I get it in the tray. No damage is going to be done. That is rather unfortunate.
I can get 1 survivability. I'm in cover. I move twice. You move twice. That's all my dice.
Close range, -1. But I didn't roll any crits anyway, so even if you do that and 2 hits go through, after assessing damage, those get cancelled because it is an HE round. So it lives to fight another day.
Yeah.
Just.
Spectacular.
Just.
Alright. Next.
KV-1S shoots next, and then the Cromwell shoots last.
KV-1S is going to shoot Derp Sherman in the hopes of killing you.
Righto. 4 dice. 3
2
hits.
and a crit.
Okay. We haven't had to use that heavy tank special rule yet. I haven't bothered shooting at it, have I?
No, you have not.
This might come to bite me in the butt later on. We'll see. So we're shooting. That Sherman got 1 survivability base. I moved once. That's 2. You moved twice. So that is 4 for me. Are we close range? Do not think so. Double check that one.
No.
Oh, just not. Just not close range. So we're going to roll 4 dice in defense there. To stop what? 2 hits and a crit.
2 hits and a crit.
Hit's going to go through.
Lovely.
But I am okay with that. I'm okay with taking a hit there.
Cool.
Nice. That leaves 1 tank to shoot. That is the Cromwell. Any guesses who I'm going to shoot with that?
Firefly? Hazarding a guess?
Hazarding a guess, 4 firepower. Right into the back. Re-rolling that 1 blank. My re-rolls aren't on, but that's okay. 2 hits and a crit. Ooh, line that up a bit better. There you go. 2 hits and a crit against the back of that. So you get 1 base.
1 base.
I move 2. You move 2. 5. Close range.
Close range. I lose
Side
1.
shot. Lose 1. So you're rolling 3 to stop 3. You could keep this tank alive.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking that one. The crit's going through. You could be okay. You could be okay.
Oh, that's a medium tank. So I can reroll 1.
No, not defense. Only attack, you can reroll 1. Can't get away with that. You're going to take that crit. If anything, taking a crit there is the best option you have. Unless it is one that does damage.
I'm dead.
Oh, what was it?
Ammo damage.
Should have shuffled better, what can I say? 2 of them side by side. The only 2 on the deck, isn't it? Oh dear.
Toaster in it.
To get some of my nice little tokens out of the way. How about that? Can we see that? I'll remove some trees just so I can show you that, chat. There you go, look at that. That's a beautiful sight. Absolutely beautiful sight. We'll get rid of that. Awesome. It is a good result.
Depends who you talk to.
Hey, you're talking to me. It's a good result.
Alright.
This is looking good. I'm liking this, chat. This is looking really good. Let's clean this up real quick. I still have 4 fully operational tanks. I'm not complaining. I've taken 2 damage that round. On HE Derp Sherman. Cool beans. Cool beans indeed.
Alrighty.
Right, so that advantage roll. Not looking too good. You might get the advantage. I don't know what it's going to do for you now, but... Doesn't matter, we're actually just going to re-roll that. Straight up tie. Oh, yes. Give it to me. That was, you saw that all. You saw that all.
No way.
You saw that, chat. You can confirm that was a crit, so I'm taking the advantage.
No.
Yep, I'm hanging on to that.
Cheater.
You knocked my dice over.
I did not. I did not. You cheater.
Do a post a full shot of the table out. Oh, no problem. We can do that. This will go up on the YouTube. I'm keeping the advantage. This will go up on YouTube, no doubt. And then we'll also put a link to it on the website. So we can give you a couple images on the website if you'd like. Easy as.
Yeah, we'll make it all pretty.
In fact, if you check out the creating Prokhorovka video, I'm sure we can probably get a link to that in the chat at some point.
Yeah.
I'll try spam that in a second. That should also have a list of all of the bits you need. So there's an article on the website that has all of the Battlefield in a Box product on this table currently. So if you want to do that, post on the Facebook, can do. Easy as. That's your job, alright?
Yeah.
Once I clean up, destroy the rest of your tanks, you can go and post some images of this on the Facebook.
Sounds good.
Righto. You don't have to repair anything because that bailed out tank is upside down.
You did.
Is well dead. I didn't take any crits. I've got nothing to repair. Assessing victory points. We both have a tank within that. So there's no victory points gone out.
Yeah.
Because you're not the only tank within. Because you didn't manage to kill that Sherman.
Yeah.
So we'll take that. We're happy about that. Happy days. On to moving again. It is... You're going to have a bit of an easier time keeping track of your vehicles now. I will...
There's only 2 of them.
You're welcome. It's going to make it easy to keep track of initiative, so... You're very, very, very welcome for that.
Thanks.
Righto. Run down that initiative again. 5, 7, 4, and 8.
I am a
So 4's
7 and a 6.
7 and a 6. I have advantage, so 4 is still going to do first. SU-100. I think the SU-100 can stay there again. I did mean to push him into the forest earlier on, but he does have very nice sideshot on that KV-1S as is. He will shoot through the fence, because I'm not up against it, but that is probably the least of my concerns, and I'd rather keep still so I can shoot 6 dice and reroll blanks. So he's not going to move again.
Whatever makes you happy.
Whatever makes me happy. That is going to make me quite happy, I think. Next is 5. You've got 6 and 7, so 5 is going to move next. That is HE. The HE machine. You know what he's going to do? We're switching targets. We are switching targets. Do still wants to stay on the objective, but we will go shove that 105mm derp gun right to the side of your tank. I'm happy with that. Next I've got 7 and 8, so you've got a 6 to go. So your KV-1S can move, which might be advisable in this situation.
I do my arrow.
What did you do with the arrow?
I lost it.
Here you go, you can have my arrow.
Thanks.
You're
I don't know
welcome.
what I did with my arrow.
You probably put it behind you.
Oh, you did. Put it behind me. I'm going to shove it in cover behind you at close range.
At close range, not on the objective because none of the cover is within their range.
That's fine.
So we will note that I could get a point this turn. 1 out of 3 needed for this encounter battle.
I do have another tank.
Yep, you do have another tank. I'm not too concerned about him at all. To be completely fair, he is movement initiative 7. Correct?
Yes.
Yep, and I have 7 as well, but I have the advantage. So he will move next. What's the big plan there? What are we thinking?
I don't know.
I've kind of wiped out my 2 high priority targets, I think. Just see if you can make the others work.
I don't really know where I want to put him if I'm honest.
Hmm.
To be honest, it probably doesn't actually matter what I did.
Yes, I think in my eyes I'd see 2 options. I'd see sitting it still to use the tank destroyer, but sitting it still means no defensive bonuses really because it wasn't in cover there. And I do in fact have 2 little annoying little light tanks around there. So sitting still probably isn't the smartest option. And then running away would be the other option that I see in my mind to maximize those defensive dice. But running it towards the objective is an option you could do. Well, wouldn't have been my first pick, but that's okay.
Just got tuck it in behind here.
You like the terrain. Is it El Diablo? I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Yep, no, this was a little project of mine. I've got quite a few maps I'd like to make up that you guys will no doubt see coming up at some point if we get some more battle reports out. Make sure you check out all this stuff on Battlefield in a Box over on the GaleForceNine website.
Yep.
It's quite hard to get a hold of, so if you do find some, then make sure you grab it because it's going to be very difficult to get a hold of. Very popular.
Those are my tanks move.
Your tanks have moved. The Wolverine has... You've tried to sneak it away without me seeing. It has disappeared.
She vanished.
It has vanished. You guys can see it better than I can, actually. Hiding behind the tree over there.
Yeah. Having a little,
He's reconsidering his options.
Yeah, he is. He doesn't really know what to do with his life. He's having a midlife crisis.
He's having a midlife crisis. Right, so I've got the Sherman, then the Cromwell to move. And I think... I've just realised some other Sherman is now getting shot on the side, but don't worry about it. We will move this guy. Oh, he can go in the forest there. Kind of want him to point at you. We'll do a little bit of that there. You can sit out the side for now. And then I actually think, you know what? You can only kill one of my tanks here. Cromwell just isn't going to move. He is just going to sit there. And I'm completely happy with that. You've got 2 movement on him. I'll put my little token there. Here we go. So that is SU-100 moved. Or he isn't moving, in fact. Moved. You've moved yours. I think we're ready to blow some stuff up. I think I'm ready to blow some stuff up. I don't know about you. I'm definitely ready for some stuff to blow up.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Right, so improved radio is working wonders. I'm liking this. So we're going to give 8 initiative again to the S100. So he's probably going to shoot first because you have initiative.
I have a 7.
You've got
and a 4.
4 on him. 7 initiative shooting on the Wolverine.
Yeah.
Is it 7?
Yeah.
I think it is 7.
7. Yeah. 7 on the Wolverine, 4 on the KV-1S.
Righto. SC100. He's going to shoot the KV-1S. What's that shot looking like?
Terrible.
Terrible shot. We're shooting through some bushes there. We're shooting into the front of a KV-1S.
Kind of shooting with your eyes closed.
In the game, yeah, and in the game he'd kind of be side scraping as well. He's angled very well. So I don't know my chances of this are too high. Have all the Battlefield in a Box broken factories and factories in the chimneys. Yeah, those are really good. those are some of my favourite ones. They might make an appearance next. We could do some good factory maps actually in water tanks.
That'd be cool, yeah.
I think Pilsen's a good one. At this point, this is over your head, but Pilsen's quite a good factory map from memory. So we could do something like that. Righto.
They really like winter stuff. So I reckon we get some winter things in. We should do a winter game. That'd be cool.
A winter game would be very cool. We could do winter with that Battle of the Bulge as well,
Oh.
because that was fought over the winter for the most part. You don't need to worry about that, but I think I could
Not
come up with
well
quite a
tanks.
convincing American force for that. Right,
There you go.
you're trying to avoid the inevitable, which is the SU-100, because SU-100 is inevitable. Oh yeah. Reroll that blank for being stationary, doesn't mean anything. 3 crits, 2 hits on the KV-1S. Not too happy about that. Check your heavy tank special rule. Let's make sure chat knows what that is about.
When defending this tank, it may roll a blank defense die.
May reroll a blank. So, kind of like the medium rerolling a attack dice if you roll a blank, the heavy tank can reroll a blank in defense.
Oh.
So, it's quite nice. And when you have a base of 2 survivability, all you have to do is keep it moving.
Yeah.
Smooth Ride is a great little upgrade for those, by the way.
Well, it moved a few times.
Yep.
In fact, I moved max times. So
You
that's
moved 2 times.
I'm in cover.
Correct, so it's 1.
I get to reroll a blank. I get 2 base survivability.
So you've got
5.
5. I will note that designated target on the SU-100, when shooting, the defending tank does not gain the in-cover bonus if it has already shot or has a movement token. Now the KV-1S hasn't shot, but it does have a movement token, so that
4.
cover dice is negated. So we're rolling 4 dice to stop 3 crits and 2 hits. And we're rerolling a blank, which you're probably quite happy about.
Yeah.
And doesn't matter if we can't reroll dice. Right. So you're going to stop, and you stop a hit. So
2 crits.
2 crits and a hit go through, because I think you swapped the dice over there.
No, it's just my dice that I touched.
Alright, it's all good.
These were not shuffled well.
What have we come up with there?
2 lucky hits.
2 lucky hits?
And 4 damage.
How many hit points does the KV-1S have?
5.
How much damage did go through onto the tank there?
4.
+1.
+1?
+1, yeah, because 1 hit went through standard there.
Oh, okay, so I'm dead.
So it is dead. That is both unlucky on your dice, unlucky on your ability to shuffle cards, and very lucky on the SU-100. That is...
Look, the amount of times you've played this game, Ryan, I feel like you just needed a win, you know? It felt really bad for you.
You're just donating me a free win here. It makes me feel really, really good about myself.
Well, good. Something needed to.
Alrighty. I'm digging into my little acrylic destroy token set quite a bit here. I'm gonna run out at this rate. You better stop losing tanks. Don't have many left. Cool.
No problem.
That's not your problem. I think the next tank to shoot will be the Wolverine, so this is, at this point, a final stand.
Yeah. I'm going to shoot your Cromwell on the side. I just don't like it.
You don't like the Cromwell? Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Bit rude, but fair enough.
Right, my Wolverine has 4 firepower. Plus 1 firepower from my upgrade. The only upgrades I've got left. Tank I've got left. That is 5 dice.
That's 5 dice, and then you're shooting the Cromwell. Get rid of those American dice, you reckon?
Yeah, it's going to help me out, I reckon. Help me out a bit.
That'll do.
Well, that was grand.
And he moved. And he's not a medium tank, so... I'm grinning. Cromwell is grinning. Got 1 survivability.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
1 survivability. You move twice. I get 2. Cover technically because we're shooting through that tree. So 1, however, close range and side shot for sure. So I'm rolling 2 dice.
Yep.
Oh, we stop it.
Big surprise.
Nice.
Big surprise.
Stop that. Right, let's have a look. I need a full tank factory. Oh, that'd be nice. I think actually, Philly Raider, it would have been a week ago maybe now, on either on the Water Tanks page or maybe the Flames of War page, someone came up with a big tank factory piece. It wasn't full on scale, but it was probably twice the size of those Battlefield and Box ones. They looked really good. I need to go harass Chris about some more terrain by the sounds of it. See what he can come up with. Like the British fight, do a North African campaign. Yes, that'd be very cool. That'll for sure come around at some point when we get if we get to some desert stuff. Get some Valentines. Get some Panzer IVs.
Love a Valentine.
Yeah, you do love a good Valentine. Any plans to produce disabled tanks or broken tanks in any pieces? A lot of that stuff is available as objectives. We do have direct order over in Flames of War, which would cover that. I don't know if we'll have any water tank stuff, but again, that's a very good question. We have to have a think about that. You could always, any tanks you decide you're not using, you could always turn them into disabled tank scenery pieces. Or you could roll dice like Ari is currently, and you'll very quickly have some disabled and destroyed tank scenery pieces.
Yeah.
Because currently that's what most of your force has done.
Yeah. I reckon I didn't have enough coffee this morning.
Not enough coffee.
Not enough roll in my,
Too
not
much
enough vigor in my roll.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Right. You've done everything you can do, so it's basically just up to me to start firing away. So I may as well start with H.E. Sherman.
I don't like that I couldn't even kill Derp Sherman.
Couldn't even kill Derp Sherman.
I don't like Derp Sherman.
He's having a good time. I thought the 105 for me was just, I've got a couple extra points lying around. I'll throw the 105 mil on the Sherman for the fun of it. I don't like using it in the game, so I don't think it'd be too impressive here, but he's holding his own. He's holding his own. We might have to reconsider the 105 gun. And we'll re-roll that blank. It is fine. We are shooting through towards the M10 there, so we're going to take a fence out, so it's going to instantly remove a hit. Anyway, we'll just do that now. It's gone. You are rolling.
What tank you just fire?
Starting with HE. Because at this point, it does not matter what tank kills your tank. I'm just going to shoot with them all.
Alright, well. I have 1 survivability.
You have 1 survivability.
I am...
You've moved twice.
Moved.
Yep, did move twice.
You've moved twice.
Correct.
And...
That's that.
That's that. And then my tank destroyer card. I gain 1 survivability while in cover.
And yes, you would get 1 because you would be in cover.
I'm very in cover. I'm behind a tree.
You are behind a tree. We'll give that. We're behind a fence as well.
Yeah, and there's a crit and a hit.
A crit and a hit. And I rolled...
1.
I think I only had 2 crits go through, so you stopped them both. That is okay. Unfortunately, H.E. Sherman is not cleaning the battle up today. We'll shoot normal Sherman. I want to give the Shermans the opportunity to get a kill here. Because currently the SU-100 has done all the heavy work.
It's 1v4 and well, this tank is, not going down.
We're playing with our food at this point, I think. 4 firepower. Let you see what I'm rolling, because this is going to be a massive roll. Ah, could have been worse. Reroll that.
Could have been better.
2 hits. So you get 1 base.
I am 1 base. I am in cover. I get an extra 1 for my special roll.
Yep. And then 4 for movement. You move twice, I move twice. So it's +4, so you'd be on...
6. I've already put my 2 for movement in.
You'd -1 for sight and close range, but I actually think you're still rolling 6 there.
Yeah, I am.
Because you would have got 8 altogether.
Yep.
So, stopping 2 hits with 6 dice. If we can do maths, I think we can.
Hey!
Sherman doesn't get the kill. Any plans for Japanese tanks? Oh, that's a very...
Good question.
I can't give any details out. I can't reveal anything.
Deny.
Can't confirm anything. We would love to see some other nations. I will tell you that much. I know a lot of the guys here at the office be very, very keen to see some more nations.
We'll see what happens.
Japanese would be one of those ones I'd like to see as well. Especially if we can push towards some higher tier stuff. Love to see some of those high tier STB machines.
Yeah, definitely.
Be some very cool stuff. Or, who knows, the big Japanese heavy tanks were quite funny. Sherman's not getting the kill. Leaves the Cromwell. I did think I would have killed this already, but we're doing
One tank alone on a battlefield. Standing up
Cromwell
against
can
rivals.
take the kill. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We did stay stationary for this one reason. Reroll those 3. And a crit.
Okay, I moved twice. I get 1 base. I am in cover. I get 1 for my special roll. But
Correct.
I am also on the side, so I lose 1.
I would not say you're on the side here. I would argue you're in front, because if I draw a line across the front of your tank, we can remove this tree and I can let chat come up with this one as well. That rule applies across that front line of the hull, and I would argue that going across the front, my tank is in front of that. So we'll say it's a front shot.
Lovely.
We'll say that the armor is angled sufficiently that doesn't matter what side I'm shooting at, it's going to be a rough shot. You are close range, so you still will lose 1 for close range.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's fine. 5 is better than 1.
Stop hitting a crit there.
Easy.
That is not what I wanted to see. I thought that was game over for sure, but hey, it is what it is. You guys get to watch another turn.
Clearly, I'm not good at attacking, but today I'm good at defense.
The Wolverine was not the one I thought would be able to defend well as well, but hey, it's done the job. I'll put you a little bit of cover back just so...
I think today it's less about the Wolverine and more about my horrific rolling of the dice.
Yeah, that hasn't been ideal, has it? Any plans for other nations like France, Italy? Again, same for the Japanese. We'd absolutely love to see some more. We can't confirm anything. Hard to say a lot about that, but 100% we would, at the office here, we'd love to see some more. So keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled.
Alrighty.
Going to be Origins this year. Do you know if we're going to be at Origins this year?
No, I'm not sure at this point, but we will, if we are doing anything fun or exciting, we will always announce that. So again, watch the social, and we'll come at you with any updates or fun stuff that we're doing.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. All right.
Let's clean this up. There's a bit of cleanup to do.
Not for me. All my tanks are just dead.
All your tanks are dead. He can stay there. He's fine. Right. A little bit extra there. I have 1 tank within an arrow of the objective. Ari has no tanks within an arrow of the objective. Ari has almost no tanks anyway, so I will get 1 victory point out of 3. And what I will do, give me a second.
I don't think you're going to win via victory points either way. I think I'm just going to die, but you know. That's all good.
I'll get 1 of these for myself. Here we go. Nice big red dice. Big 1. I'll put that at the back here. I have 1 victory point. So everyone is aware that I am currently winning the game. Just want to make it clear that I am winning a game.
Oh, Ryan, we're so happy for you. You managed to win a game. Yay!
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, well.
Right. We've cleaned up. Ready to go again. Lowest initiative. Moving 4 on the SC100. You've only got 1 to worry about. What's your moving initiative?
I was going to run away. I'm 7.
You're 7.
I'm still hanging out.
Check advantage, because I do think... Oh, yeah, no, I do have a 7, so we'll check advantage. Oh, you could win a dice roll. You win a dice roll? Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. You get to move after my Sherman, not before.
Oh, yay.
Right. S100, he does have a shot at the moment, but something tells me...
Oh, there is no way he could see me.
Like, at the moment, yeah, I'm shooting through 3 fences, but he does have a shot. Something tells me that Ari will not want to keep the M10 there. I just have a suspicion. We will instead do a little bit of this action. Take out some fences for the fun of it. Game's over. Do a bit of destruction. Need to glue this down or something, do I? Need to scratch build my own table. He's going to do that. He's going to just roll towards the objective. I have a funny feeling he will not get a shot this turn. But that is okay, because he will do his own little job, which is getting victory points. Next is Derp Sherman. Deserves a kill.
Derp. Does he though?
He really does.
Nah.
I have a plan here. See, I feel like you either run towards the forests here to get cover, or you run all the way over behind the house and get behind the house and the rock or something along those lines for cover. So if I cover all those angles off, then don't know where she's gonna run.
Not quite enough to get to the other side.
Thinking about it. Right. I will move the Sherman first. Where's the Sherman gonna go? I think the Sherman's okay there. He's got quite a good field of fire. I do have maybe one blind spot behind the house, but I think he can sit stationary. I need to keep as many tanks stationary so I can just roll dice.
That's Derp Sherman there.
Yeah, there's Derp Sherman. I'll give you a little token. Righto. Not Derp Sherman. 75 more Sherman will sit still. And that leaves you your one option. What is the plan? I would not recommend getting in front of the SU-100.
Well, I was thinking, I could put it down behind this tank.
That is true.
You know, and just hide, and then all I have to really deal with is Derp Sherman over here, which is not hard.
I don't know, he's been performing. He is only on 2 hit points left. It's good to know.
Or I could. Who you got these 2 left to move, eh? Cromwell
I only have the Cromwell left to move.
Okay. How many? You got 3 mobility on the Cromwell.
Yes, the Cromwell can move quite a bit.
That's not great. Really do with some extra mobility right about now.
Yes.
To be honest, nothing's really okay. I'm just gonna go straight through here. I'm gonna go hide behind this tank.
You can go as far as you can that way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go hide behind this destroyed tank because nothing is gonna help me. Absolutely nothing. Then at least I'm hidden from.
You are in cover.
Me.
You are shooting that one in the side.
With a lucky roll, I might be able to survive this round.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see about that. Cromwell's going to turn into a train, I think. 3 mobility. 1 takes me to there. 2 gets me to the end of the crossing. 2 might be enough, I think, actually. Cannot get more than 1 victory point because I have 2 tanks on the objective here. I'm only going to get 1. But I don't think that is going to matter. I think we might be cleaning up.
Yeah. Oh well. Alrighty.
Forest blocking line of sight should be part of tactical play style. You could argue that in this case, but I would also argue at this close range, you'd spot through those forests anyway. So that would potentially be negated, plus that that Sherman there would be lighting the target up anyway, so you'd have complete vision of where he is, which is the counter argument to that sort of close range play style. Chris and I did have a good chat about how forests work. In the game, it's a bit tricky to represent them with our stuff. In the game, forests aren't really a thing. That is a bit more just bushes with the odd tree. So I think that is another part of the rationale behind that. But yeah, no, for sure, if forests were blocking terrain, it would be another story here, because I do think neither the SU-100 or Cromwell would get a shot.
Yeah, I think personally, I like that. I like that you can see through the forests. Until I'm losing, of course. But I think for the most part, when you're winning, it's great because you just steamroll as Ryan is currently doing.
It does make the gameplay a bit faster.
Yeah.
A bit faster, and it does mean you have to be a bit more tactical with the hard cover, with the blocking terrain. So. Using the houses.
The one thing I am missing in this game is a big hill.
A big hill to sit.
Get hulled down on like I did last time.
Sit a Panzer IV with a camo net on.
Yeah. All right.
Or binos.
Keep going.
Let's go. So, highest shooting initiative. You have shooting initiative of 7. I have a shooting initiative of 8.
Oh no, I don't. I'm sorry. I have 8.
You have 8 as well. I have the advantage, so.
I have 8 in the shooting phase.
That's alright. I still have 8. because I have advantage.
No, I don't. I have 9 in the shooting phase.
Oh.
I'm an idiot. My upgrade for
Your big gun.
my big gun gives me +1 initiative, and then my turret gives me +2 initiative.
Gives
in shooting.
+2. Oh, there you go. There you go. Read the cards. I don't have my glasses, so I cannot see it from here. So that one's on you completely.
It is. Oh well, I don't think it would have done much for me anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have done much at all with your dice rolling.
Yeah, no.
That's all right. So you can. Oh, I'll let you shoot first. No, I don't have a problem with that.
Woo!
I don't know who you want to shoot at. Actually, I do know who you want to shoot at.
Yep, Sherman in the side.
Take one tank out of the fight if you can, at least. Go down swinging.
So I've got 4 firepower, so we've got 4 dice. +1 from my big gun, so that's 5.
Correct.
Alright, let's see how we go. Hitting a crit.
Hitting a crit.
Could be worse.
Could be better. Could be worse. Bit of a look-see here. Close range and side. Okay. So we got a base of 1. We both moved twice, so I'm up to 5.
Do you get extra dice for this?
No, I lose a dice.
Right.
So I'm at 5. It's 2-2. My base of 1. It's quick and easy. Shot on the side and close range. So I am back down to 3 to stop a crit and a hit. Ooh, crit goes through. I'm happy with the crit going through because you have already pulled all the good ones out of the deck, although this could be a lucky hit, knowing you're shuffling. Engine damaged.
2 damage.
Oh, that is...
This tank can only make 1 move per turn.
That's unfortunate. Don't know how well you can see, but the HE Sherman has already taken 2 damage, so he's just dead. He's gone.
I killed something!
He does not get the opportunity to kill a tank.
Stuff you dirt, Sherman.
Kill the last tank. Here we go. He is upside down.
Lovely.
Unfortunate. That is at most unfortunate. I've lost a tank.
Proud of myself. I got a good roll in.
You got a good roll.
I think you just got a worse roll.
Yeah, I think I just got a very bad roll. That is okay. You know what? I can't be upset. That's your only opportunity to shoot. I think all of my other tanks get an opportunity to shoot.
Well, you know, at least I made it count.
Any scenario packs? Car packs that are just scenarios. Ooh, I can't talk tons. But we have definitely put some thought into scenarios. Because one thing that all of us in the office love about World of Tanks is the special time events they run. So I don't know how many of you guys play the game, but wasn't too long ago they had the last Waffentrager event was on. A lot of events like that would be really awesome to have as card packs, maybe special tanks with some card scenarios. Can't say too much.
Figure out what happens eventually.
But for sure, the scenario packs is stuff that we have talked about.
It'd be fun.
And historical battles, Hendog, are definitely on that list of scenario packs we've talked about. And when you guys play your tournaments, there's nothing stopping you guys doing that as well. We 100% expect that some tournament organizers will want to run purely historical lists. And I think that's really cool. If you don't want to, you don't have to as well. And I think that's part of that World of Tanks side of the game is that you can be more personalized with your tanks as opposed to being historical. But the historical side is cool, and I will have a fully American force. That is the plan once the Pershing comes out. It's a little bit of a hint. That is my plan.
Good to know. I've got some prep time.
You've got some prep time. You've got some tigers to get, I think. You need some heavy tanks.
Yes.
Righto. I'm not going to move the 8 initiative in the shooting phase onto the DC-100 because it doesn't matter. I do not think it matters at all. Put that there. I'm just going to shoot with the Cromwell next. We're going to go down the list. We'll shoot Cromwell, then we'll shoot Sherman, then we will shoot EC-100. And if it is not dead by then, I deserve to lose, I think, at that point. I've got a lot of guns.
It's a fair statement.
Right, we start. Oh, not a good start. Not a good start. We've got 1 crit.
Right.
One crit.
1 survivability. I moved twice. You moved how many times?
I moved twice.
You moved twice. Plus I get an extra 1. So I'm going to cover. Alrighty. See how this goes.
See how that goes. Get your bonus for cover as well. You're rolling all your dice at this point.
Hide that over there.
Hide that away.
I'm throwing my dice away. Here we go. Lovely.
You needed those rolls on attack.
I did.
You
You're not
did.
wrong. Need those those dice about 2 turns ago.
The tournament rule set is the rulebook. That is how it is written. So it's always up to the organizer how you run those events. But the idea is that the rulebook is what you follow for tournaments, and that would include terrain. Yeah. So when we're playing these games, the office, we love to use all our terrain, but in your tournaments, there's a reason why we specify placing the terrain and using the cardboard, the sizes for the hills and the forest, etc., etc.
Yeah, if you have a look online on the World of Tanks webpage, there is the tournament guides there for you.
You can read through that as well.
You can have a look and see best way to set up a game for you guys.
Perfect.
All right.
So that's one done.
Who's shooting next?
Next is the Sherman. Let's check that. I'll get down to eye level for that one. That's a shot and a half, isn't it?
You're going through trees, through fences.
You're 100% in cover. There's a fence in the road there.
2 fences.
The dead Sherman is in fact blocking the back 2 corners as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. Interesting.
So technically, can you even see me?
I can see you. I can see enough of the tank there that I could shoot at it.
Oh.
I can see your front 2 corners. I can see probably this section through here.
Yeah,
so I
don't know.
I'd say that's good enough to shoot at.
Of course you would.
Hey, I gotta kill this tank.
Seem to ignore everything I say.
Oh, there's not. My dice are failing me at the end here.
And that's what happens when you're, can't see me.
That is what happens. We got 1 hit through. The hit gets cancelled because of the fence.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't even have to roll. You can.
It looks like I might be making
you can laugh
it through
it
this
off.
turn. Amazing.
You can laugh it off. The pressure's going to come on though. The pressure is coming on because I will be 1 victory point away from winning at the end of this turn.
Mm.
But that's probably the least of your concerns right now.
It is.
You just have to try to survive.
It is.
If
I lose the objective but stay alive with 1 tank, I think I'm just going to consider that a win.
Yeah, consider that one. Can you pass me the rulebook? I'm going to check something here because my SC100 is facing the wrong way, and we're going to need to get down to the table to check this one. Let's have a look. See.
What you looking for?
The SC100 is an assault gun, so it can only fire in a straight line in front of it. I just wanted to see what that...
Oh, that sucks for you. You're facing the wrong way.
So, that's right, I just wanted to check that. Any part of the target is in front of it. That is not the case.
Shoot at your Cromwell if you want.
Shoot at my own Cromwell. They're completely in front of it. Now, I'm sure we could get very, very gamey about that. I would... drawing a line across the front is going to be pretty close. It's going to be very close there. I don't know how much you guys can see. I'll move that tree out of the road. Might be a bit easier. So, SC100 is here, and he's currently actually facing this way, which is going to put the line about here. And that,
misses
you
me.
could argue, is not going to put the whole of the M10 in front.
It will not.
So...
I will argue it.
You will argue that, I know. That is okay. Well, the SC100 will not be able to shoot this turn. Unfortunate.
No.
We have a victory point. I'll clock that up. That's going to be the end of the turn. We'll clean up some tokens, and you have survived another round.
Yeah.
However, your options are running out.
Yeah.
They are running out very fast.
You're not wrong. All right. What's next? All right, let's go. I have an initiative of 7.
You have 7 moving.
Hmm.
I have 7 moving. I have 4 moving, and I have 8. So it's roll advantage because we do still have a tie. You might win a dice roll again. Here we go.
Yep.
You have advantage. Righto. You retain that. Not a big deal. Cromwell will move last. SU100 will move first. What is the plan? I think the plan is to exhaust a movement, rotate SU100 so that his line of fire is going to cover a bit more of the map, and he's still on the objective. Cool beans. You won the advantage, so my Sherman is going to move next. I think we need to make use of the close range and side shots. I think that is... I have to remove the amount of defensive dice you're rolling, because you are rolling 6, and I'm only getting a single hit most of the time. that. Sneak through here. Let's bowl through someone's front yard and close that distance. And you can move now. Things that you guys have discussed in your local playgroup. Yeah, no, a lot of the stuff we've discussed, we talk out in the office all the time as well, because we love this game. We have a lot of fun playing it. So for sure, it's all the stuff has come up with us. We talk about it all the time, and we'd love to see a lot of these ideas come into the game as well. But this game's in its infancy, you know. It's been out for 6 months, 5-6 months.
Yeah, October 2020 is when it came
October.
out,
So we've got plenty of time. We got plenty of time to come up with some awesome stuff.
Oh, all right. Tucked myself away behind this little house here.
That was a good move.
I thought so.
It is a very good move, in fact. You cannot shoot, but we can't shoot each
can
other.
shoot.
You can.
My little turret right there.
Well, if we're going to get technical here, because I've got technical with S100.
Hang on.
That's shooting a line across.
You are getting technical here, and you've been shooting me at very precarious situations. I can shoot from there.
Okay, you can shuffle your tank forward a tad so you can shoot around the corner.
Shuffle, I don't need to
Okay.
Strategically positioned,
Right.
what have you know.
Right.
All right.
Cromwell's going to move next, and he's going to be the only one that can actually close it up.
He'll be the only one who can shoot me, really. You should never go, but...
We're going to thread the needle through these obstacles here. Go 1, go 2. Just going to do a little handbrake. Do you want to shuffle them back now again?
No, I do not.
Okay. Right. Highest initiative shooting first.
9. That would be me.
That would be you.
Now that I remember, I have 9 initiative.
That might actually be beneficial to shoot first, huh?
Oh. Shooting Cromwell.
Good thing you've read your cards. Yeah. Shoot the Cromwell. Light them up. 5 dice. Take one of those blanks out. Doesn't matter. It moved, so it doesn't get a reroll. So a crit and a hit go through.
Yep.
Let's see. I'll put my little token on just so everyone can see that Cromwell is fast. He moved 3 times. How many times did you move? You would have moved twice to get to there. Yep, for sure.
Twice.
So that's going to bring me to 6. I've got 1 base plus 3, 4 plus 2, 6. Not cover. I'm going to lose a dice for close range. I'm going to roll 5 defensive dice to stop a crit and a hit. Should terrain affect movement, as in should you receive a movement penalty going through forest or going over a wall? That's an interesting point. That's a very interesting point. I think the idea here is that, especially in World of Tanks, there's not a lot of things that prohibit movement. Fences don't mean a lot to a 40, 50-something ton tank going at a decent clip. And the forests in the game are just typically some bushes or some trees. So to keep the game fast, I think it's easier to keep moving. Destroying buildings is a very interesting point, for sure. I think that could be quite hard to keep track of, because some buildings can, some buildings can't be destroyed. Some buildings, a lot of them in the game will destroy in portions. You can't destroy the whole thing in one go. So I think the idea behind that is just to keep it simple, for sure. But that would be very cool to see. It'd be very cool to see if some people came up with some rules for that. As a hint, post some rules on the Facebook and we have a play around. I'm rolling 5 dice in defense. We have well and truly stopped that.
Certainly have.
No issues at all.
There we go. Now, hopefully my defense rolls come through.
That was your one chance.
Was indeed. Oh,
That was your one chance.
Cromwell's got no damage anyway, so I wouldn't have killed it no matter what.
You do have to do 5 damage, and you have conveniently given yourself all the ammo damage cards, so I do think it was quite a stretch to kill him in one go.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll shoot with him first. 4 dice. My tag dice are on point today.
Yeah.
Not that one. So,
Well,
2 crits and a hit.
You move 3 times, I move twice.
Correct.
I have 1 survivability.
Correct.
I get Oh, I guess I'm not technically
You're
in
not
cover.
in cover. No.
Not for that one. That's
No.
annoying.
When the barrel is inside your tank, I don't think it's in cover.
Yeah, no.
Funny enough.
So I lose a dice.
And then you'll lose
For...
close range inside shot.
Or, yeah, I lose one for close range.
Correct. And then you are being shot in the side. So you're stopping 2 crits and a hit with 4 dice.
4 dice.
So, knowing my luck, this works out. Oh, a crit goes through.
1 crit goes through and a hit goes through. Crit and a hit go through.
No. Just 1 crit goes through because it's 2 crits, 1 hit. And you've stopped 2.
I have a crit and a hit though.
Yep. So 1
crit and a hit.
Yeah, 1 crit goes through.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. You don't need to give yourself more damage.
Oh. Right. Yeah, well, I gave myself 2 damage no matter what, so that's great. I got engine damaged.
Ooh. How much hit points? You got 4 hit points.
4.
Engine's damaged, so you can only move once. Is that correct? With the engine damage card? You reduced movement? Yep.
Yeah.
But that is repairable.
It is, but I mean, I've got to make it through the turn.
3 crits in 1 shot on a building to destroy a small building. Interesting idea. In the game, obviously we've got all the ammunition types, so I will typically destroy buildings using an HE shell, and you just shoot 1 shell at a building and you'll destroy it, which could be something to consider as well. But we also don't model carrying different shells in this. So that could be an interesting way to do it.
That could be a good upgrade.
Could upgrade to carry HE.
Yeah.
Have a disposable HE.
Just clear the
little
battlefield
HE
with
card.
1 tank,
Yeah,
and you know,
destroy buildings.
With the other.
It's an interesting idea. Interesting idea for sure.
You got some big tank destroyers. You could have them like parked up at the back there, and you know, have 1 tank at the front, just you know, clearing all the terrain.
You could have a bunch of tanks. You could have a whole swarm of light tanks that just all fire HE on the first round, and then suddenly you don't have any terrain to play with.
Yeah,
That would be an interesting one.
it would be. Right. The Sherman.
So he's shot. Can the Sherman really see much there?
Nah.
I'd argue I can't even see the turret. I'm seeing the front plate. If I shot at that, I'd either shoot the tracks and do no damage, or it'd bounce off the front. So
you're behind a fence here too.
there. I think looking line of sight, I don't have enough to shoot at, and the S100 doesn't have a shot either because I'd have to shoot through the Sherman, which I would love me to do, but I will not roll 6 dice at my own Sherman. So it lives another turn.
But does it really? Because
But does it really?
I think you just got another victory.
I have just got another victory point because S100 is currently the only vehicle within the radius.
Absolute, you know, battlefield wiping off my tanks. You know,
Yep.
I have 1 tank still standing.
You have 1 tank standing. I have 3 points. And I will open up that. I scored 3 victory points in the encounter.
Yeah.
Barely see it there, but whoa, I've got 3 points in the encounter. I have won the game.
You have. Well done.
For your sake, do you want to try repair your card? You've got 1 chance to roll a nice dice.
Oh, we'll see what we got. Not with my luck.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
A small win for the day.
Small win.
A small win for the
little
day.
win. You know what? Congratulations, Ryan. You know, at some point you had to win a
I
game.
had to win a game. I'll take
some
that.
point.
Now I can't use the never won a game card anymore.
Yeah.
So if you smack number 5,
5.
right, let's bring that camera back. We can hide the dice away as well because we're not going to need those anymore.
I know.
And
Maybe
this-
not.
you want to hit 4 and hide those dice. Nice, there we go. You can see me. My winner's glory. Awesome. All right, that was a good game.
You're doing
You
it.
reckon?
Yeah, it was a good game.
It was a good game.
It was a good game. I think I because it was the first time I ever run that kind of combination. I think I chucked my Panzer in way too aggressively for a tank with no defense.
You threw him in front of my scariest machine as well.
I did. That wasn't smart. So I think next time I'll run him a little bit further back and keep it for the late game.
Yeah.
Learnt my lesson there.
That's all right.
your
Yeah.
and my Firefly KV1S combo didn't really work either. But to be fair, I think it would have if my dice had worked in my favour a little bit better.
I do think there was a very heavy bias towards this American dice set, which I'm not going to complain about in one bit. And I do, again, recommend you guys pick up your own set of American dice. The decals are very cool.
Yeah.
The decals are very, very cool. And unfortunately, I ran out of time over the weekend, but I would have some decaled up American tanks.
I've never really painted miniatures, but if I was to give it a go, I think these tanks would be like my ideal first shot because they're pre-assembled and they're pre-primed, so I can just slap some, like you said, some dry brushing on there, a bit of highlight, and I'm good to go, and they'd look mean. Yeah,
so I've had a good chat with Victor. Here's our resident expert painter. He's very good, and we've discussed this. These tanks are perfect. You chuck a black wash on or a brown wash, and you pull out those details, and that's anyone can do that. There's don't have to be careful. We don't have to be little fine and precise. You whack a wash on, you dry brush, and they look awesome.
There's been some incredible painting in the Facebook group. Like I've seen some absolutely brilliant painted tanks.
There's been some very cool stuff.
Yeah, I like the fantasy based ones as well with the lightning.
Yes, Nick's were very cool. Nick's great. Nick over in the US those are very, very impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
We love to see that stuff. For sure, I spend a good half an hour at the start of every day reading through the Facebook page. And I'll go through, I point stuff out, we like to share stuff, so for sure, you guys keep sharing stuff on it, it's really fun to see, it's really awesome.
Please.
And we will share as much as we can as well.
Yeah, and share your battlefields too, because some people get some really into it, and make some incredible battlefields. Stuff. And they're brilliant to see, really inspiring.
I'll yarn about my tanks, because it's been the first time we've put this platoon to good use.
Seemed successful.
It worked. It worked. I think one of the things I thought about going in was the S100 is going to be my damage dealer, and he did the job. I knew I was going to keep it stationary.
Did he though? Because I mean, he took out my Panzer, but he didn't really do
anything. The Panzer was free. The Panzer was going to die at any point.
It was.
It did a lot of damage to the KV1S, I believe, as well. I did get some good rolls.
That's true.
I think it filled the role I wanted it to fill. I didn't need to use like my camouflage net or my concealment perk because it just didn't get shot at. I don't know if that's a mistake on your behalf or that's just because that tank doesn't lead itself to be shot at. So it'd be good to play a couple more games to see if I could afford to keep it stationary the way I was. But I think that worked the way I intended.
Yeah.
The 105 was a little menace, that machine. That was my throw away, throw on an objective, throw into someone, just get it out of the road.
Yeah.
It's not worth terribly much, but it's done a good job. I do.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I got a few crits out. Those American dice again working wonders. So I do think that worked. The Cromwell with the improved radio was that was good. I think being able to shoot first on the S100 with 6 firepower, re-rolling all blanks with stationary, and the chance obviously to roll big damage is really good. If I can do that first, I can kill your tanks before you can shoot mine back. Then that's quite good.
That radio damage was pretty intense.
Yeah, that was very good.
Definitely.
I think I've got a bit of room as well. I have eyed up the release schedule. As we told you guys before, the M26 Pershing is making an appearance in the next wave, whenever that is coming. So I think those tigers coming as well. I think I might replace a few things at some point, but I'm happy to play a few more games.
Yeah, definitely.
And I do think I will keep using this platoon. I think I have an idea of how it works. But let's have a chat about Wave 3, because you guys want to see Wave 3. What did you think?
I liked it. I think my strategy was poor, but I need to refine on that. But that Wolverine, that tank destroyer, I really like it.
Yes, it was surprisingly hard to kill. I think the tank destroyer special rule is going to be a useful one.
Yeah, I think I needed to maybe use it a little bit more aggressively than I did.
Yeah.
But that's my bad. We'll fix it next game.
For sure. What about the Firefly? I think the Firefly had all the potential there. You got very unlucky on our critical deck shuffling. Was less than ideal to have both the ammo damage whilst it was also carrying ammunition. But I do think I'd like to have my own Firefly. You've got some very good upgrades.
Yeah, the Wave 3 upgrades with that Firefly are awesome. In fact, all the upgrades that come with those tanks are great in the new packs.
Yep.
I think they really make the difference between a piece of plastic on the field and actually a usable entity.
Scary machine. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have a look at my the upgrades that I used and reshuffle them for next time.
Yep.
But they're great. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. I think the Platoon was 100% viable only using the upgrades that came in those blisters as well. So I went over that at the start, but I didn't use any upgrades from the starter set. I didn't use any Wave 1 or Wave 2 upgrades on those machines. Those machines only used upgrade cards that came in that set's blister.
Yeah.
And even with that, we got a really solid 200 points out of it and some very scary machines. And I think as you say, I think if luck had gone your way and maybe a little rethink of the strategy, maybe the SC100 need to be a bit more of a priority target. But I think you had a very good chance.
Yeah, definitely. That's okay. There's always next time.
There's always next time.
1-1 now, and poor Ryan really needed that win.
I needed that on my conscience.
100%.
For sure. Please make more World of Tanks streams. Oh, we'd love to.
We'll love to, guys.
We will make more streams. This has been good fun.
100%.
We've very much enjoyed this.
Yeah, and I like winning, so I will be back. 100%.
You'll be back to win some.
Yeah.
For sure. And we'll try drag a few more members of the office down and get some games as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Because there's some people who've got some very cool stuff here.
Get everyone involved.
Yeah, get everyone involved. Don't put Tank Destroyer in the middle of the battlefield. That is a good point. I do think that might have been a little bit of a misplay.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, well, you live and you learn. You live and you learn.
Yeah. And
I do think it did perform a very good role there.
It did, definitely. All right, cool. Wow.
Awesome.
Thanks for joining, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Keep an eye on the socials. We'll let you know when we can give you dates for Wave 3, but that should be soon. It should be very soon. And we'll also let you know when we plan to do some more streams. We'll get some photos of this up on the Facebook for you guys. There'll be a little bit of a little write-up on the website as well. And obviously we'll put this up on YouTube. So if you guys missed the start, you missed the end, you've got friends you want to share it with, that'll be up on YouTube within the next week as well. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys later.